to me on the phone right now, and he was talking about just the great defense of this K-State, but Knox says, wait a minute, G-Hill, we have great defense too. Knox using his lift.
After rolling his ankle. So Diallo will sit. As will Gabriel with those 3 fouls for Kentucky. And here's Knox. Got the screen. Found himself wide open.
Kentucky usually has about a 5+ rebounding average. Conversely, K-State usually is at a disadvantage. But K-State, 7 offensive rebounds to match the 7 offensive rebounds of Kentucky. With 8 turnovers, that's how they stand in the game.
Here's Knox. Steps into a little mid-range. That's his game. He is able to...
May Wing needs to just stay patient. Can he get to about that 7-minute mark with only 3 fouls?
There's Knox. He's coming alive, folks.
Shot clock going down low worked to his advantage. Why? Because his defender had to honor any move that he does. Pump fake, hands up, in and out. That time he used all of it to get some space.
Brown has been carrying the load for Kansas State last 2 games. Scored 18 against UMBC. Back-to-back 18-point games. Gilgeous Alexander kicks it to Knox. Fly by. Knox for 3. Yes! Quade Green was the starter, had the back injury. That's why Gilgeous Alexander ended up taking over that role. Green very capable running the show for the Wildcats. Knox couldn't turn. A lot of hands in on the basketball. That's his shot. Little mid-range. He tore.
It's 12:30 a.m. to be exact. 9.5 hours the players were without their phones. He joked, he said, you want kids to do anything, you got to take those away. The whole point is the reset. The
transfer, not eligible until late December, basically a half a season to get to his first NCAA tournament. But he has had 4 matchups with Kentucky back in his SEC days. He made 3 starts against Kentucky as well. Knox with a little jump hook. Wide open.
Wow, Gabriel just sprinting down the floor. Such a fast-paced game. These guys are engaged today.
It's got a great pace to it. Both teams like to play fast. Buffalo has no problem playing fast. Part of their game. Again, same spot, same result. Kevin Knox. Pritchett from behind the arc this year. Good ball movement by the Wildcats of Kentucky. Diallo, an air ball. Ends up in the hands of Richards, and a second opportunity for Knox.
Seems this is going to be that tough for Davidson, who does not have the athletic ability nor the size of Kentucky. They're going to have to make 2 or 3 extra passes and not settle.
The floater by Knox. There's a lot to like about his game.
Kentucky switching everything before the offensive player even gets to the plate.
Goodmanson runs into a wall. Knox on the move. In transition. Big Blue. Knox going all the way. And count it. Kevin Knox. Back comes Hamidou Diallo.
Like that pass by Grady. They're still trusting each other. He could have easily gone rogue and shot that 3 himself, but makes the extra pass, and that's in Davidson's character. Look for them to continue doing that all night.
Kentucky's only attempted 3 3-pointers today. They're getting a lot in the paint right now as Knox works his way in with the left hand and a little spin.
To follow on what you said, he said if we could come down and trade them a 3 for 2, which is what just happened, he said we'll be okay.
Points to the paint. He knew we're going to swing in the favor of Kentucky here, and they have. Unfortunately, Davidson wasn't making their 3s in the first half. Good answer on the other end. Little mid-range. Dropping bombs here in this second half. 3-point game again. John Axel Goodmanson. What a story. Knox. Oh, man. Was that any? And one of the best recruits they've ever had in Davidson, a top 75 recruit in the country, ends up in Davidson, North Carolina.
So you're saying he was going to Duke before that because that's the sweatshirt he had on in the picture with Steph?
I think you're right. Knox knocks it down. That's a big shot.
In mind to drive, draw 2, and kick it out to his best player.
Aldridge is 1 for 8 from behind the arc. That is a must shooter that Davidson has to have. We're approaching the 2-minute mark in regulation. Big shot, Knox. Yes, he does. Kevin Knox.
To start, Jordan Bone got it inside to Williams. I heard you. I heard what you said.
Too easy in there. I mean, that entry was so simple. I mean, if it's going to be that easy on the interior, Mr. Calipari and his kids are going to have a long, long afternoon.
Diallo felt like he had an advantage. They kick it to Knox for a three, and he buries it.
He really squared up.
Building for this many days, if the ball's going in, that net and that bucket must feel pretty big.
Yeah, it feels like the Atlantic Ocean to them, Carl. In fact, that's what Gabriel said. Remember, he made 7 in a row. You know, I watched him in a warm-up. He missed one. He missed one shot of about 10 or 12 threes. They got to get him the ball. He's feeling it, man.
Knox baseline, he launches. It goes down. That's a 2. Goal attempts is Kevin Knox. Trying to force one down low there. Bowden was intercepted. The 4th turnover for Tennessee.
No rhythm right there. Didn't have any direct look to him.
Knox wide open 3. Got it.
Squared his body against
Alexander already with 10.
He had to really battle to get a starting job. And he battled every day in practice, and he earned the right. And once he got into that lineup, no way they were taking him out.
Well, the other thing he did was he outworked everybody. Knox, baseline jumper. He's on fire.
He's feeling it.
Georgia Peach, and now we get the arch.
Well, you're listening. I like that. You're listening. You're a little different than my wife, because she never listens to me.
Well, she's been around you a lot longer than I have.
Only 46 years.
That's a condition she's developed. Knox drives, and he frees himself up for an easy layup.
Tell you what,
heck of a move by Lamonte Turner, but that's pretty good. Remember yesterday, Cal was sitting there screaming at his players, why are we playing so slow? I hate slow.
I don't like slow. I don't like slow.
Different.
I hate slow. I don't like slow. You got to do it like the Italians do it. I don't like slow. Forget about it. I don't like that slow.
Gilgeous Alexander thought about a 3. Instead, he kicks it to Knox for 1. He hits the bottom of the net. Got it. Good battle on the ground there by both guys, but he's trapped in the corner.
Nice job by Fukushima to keep the ball alive, but he made a bad pass right there.
Got Knox on the left wing.
He's got Knox.
There he is for the lay-in.
Oklahoma was doing a lot better than what they've done. I think they've lost like 12 of the last 16 games. Unbelievable.
31 points yesterday on 10 of 16 shooting. He made 6 of 8 threes, did Colin Sexton.
See, that's quality. When you score, nice little jumper by Knox.
Alexander with a rebound. 4 threes for Wenyon Gabriel.
John Calipari's got to be really pleased with the defensive performance as a team today and yesterday.
No doubt. Knox wants to get into the act. He launches. He buries it, too.
Down. Even the Kentucky people would have cheered. UConn, I got a guy for you for UConn, too.
UConn, Pittsburgh, Georgia.
Wow.
You sense there'll be others, too.
Hey, I got a great record. I've been over 1,000 wins and no losses. How come they didn't call me? I mean, come on, I got a better record than Krzyzewski. Are you kidding me?
You're looking for enthusiasm.
I haven't lost a game in 39 years. Oh, that'll get some.
Young Kentucky is. They always have the talent, and it feels like every year they get to this position. Every year they do.
They got players, baby. They got players, pride, great tradition. Oh, yes.
Hear the boos from Big Blue Nation. There was some contact there. And a steal this time by SGA.
Great pressure release on the post-up attempt. Gave space and then was able to get the steal.
Look at the balance by Kevin Knox. Bring it. Not in these spots. Not in tournament play in March. Good feed, and Knox finishes as he was able to. Parker. And Gabriel with the rebound. Remember, they're going to look to Gabriel as he fights for it, puts it in the hands of Gilgeous Alexander. Gabriel's one of the guys who has to make up for the loss of Jared Vanderbilt on the glass. 3-ball from Kevin Knox.
And because of the pace of this game, Tess, you can go on a long scoring drought, and you make one shot like that, and all of a sudden you feel like you're okay. I mean, still down 7.
And we talked about that pace. The note we discussed, the struggles with Kentucky, is Knox with a nice job from the baseline.
There's Kevin Knox, and then the fourth one is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Their ability to have an awareness and give different looks to Yante, whether it's on the catch or whether it's on the bounce. They're just trying to keep him off balance, and it's been very successful.
Georgia's shooting just 28%, 9 of 32 on their field goals. How about the long ball on a...
Front court, so important for Georgia. Just 6 points combined between Abede and Mate.
Knox Comes around, puts it through.
Exchange the basketball, but Kulichuk says, hey, I'm not going to do that. If you're going to jump out and switch on us, you better make sure I can't drive it to the basket. Well designed.
Double transfer gives Florida a 4-0 lead. Knox launches and connects. It's a 3.
Power forward position when he's playing there at 6'5", it gives him quickness, just like we saw offensively. So he can take advantage of that by putting it on the deck.
6-point lead for Florida. Wenyen Gabriel back in for Kentucky.
Nice little set here for Knox.
Knox drives it in. The floater is good and a foul. First Big East title that's coming up on AT&T at the half. (45-31) Florida. Knox puts it on the deck, drives in, and loops it off the glass.
Markel Crawford looks good. I mean, he looked really confident there. You said it. He got Alexander up. Next thing you know, lifted. Is only 29% three-point shooter. Looked pretty good there.
Gabriel finds Knox down low. Easy one.
Boy, it's such easy. Moving his feet, keeping his hands above his shoulders, and making plays.
Knox 3, wide open, and he buries it.
Got to play better. He's playing well here.
He led to turnover and the run out for Knox. And he gets the layup.
Of Mississippi State, or Mississippi's laziness.
Air ball 3, loose ball, Kentucky's.
Same thing here, nobody back.
Look out. Knox.
3 foul, sprinting off that pin down, drilled it and let the entire state of Kentucky know.
Davis has 22. P.J. Washington hasn't gotten on track tonight. They keep setting up Knox. This time he drives it with his left and a pretty move.
And a great
gave him the credibility with the players.
Well, I'm going to say the fact that he coached in the NBA. This is a guess.
Now, he pointed around at their practice facility. They have huge posters of all the NBA schools can look forward to. Terrific baseball seasons from their college teams. Kentucky and Ole Miss are top 10 college baseball teams. And Ole Miss won't be looking much forward to the NCAA basketball postseason, but there's a real good chance they can go deep baseball postseason. And so can the Wildcats.
SEC or Pac-12 best baseball conference?
I think the SEC is a little better. The top of the Pac-12
and the NBA's rules of taking away 18-year-olds' rights to go play in the NBA and implementing the one-and-done rule, which is not a college rule, has created a culture where this can really grow.
To take control. Here's Kevin Puryear. He gets triple team, throws it away. Kevin Knox, buckle up.
Feel like it could have been them to have success here in the second half. He needs to play a lot of minutes. He was limited just 5 minutes in the first half due to early foul trouble, and that has been something that has plagued him throughout this season for Missouri.
It started in the exhibition games. Kevin Knox uses every bit of the rim.
Kevin Knox. Rebound ends up in Washington's hands, and Knox with the foul.
See, it wasn't close to where it is now.
Well, our friends at ESPN Stats and Info tagged Missouri as having a 44% chance of making the tournament coming into this game. And with a Kentucky win, that those odds would have shot.
I don't like to move things with my mind because my mind is a dangerous place.
Speaking of the SEC tournament in St. Louis, I went to the fantastic St. Louis Science Center last week.
Yes,
and they have a corner Mike Anderson's going to like. A little shot fake, step over to the right, clear out space, and get a clean look. This time, Knox knocks it down. You see, long rebound into the hands of Knox on the run, trying to spin past Barford. Barford slipped down, slow to get up. Knox takes advantage. Shot fake. Hall gives it to the corner. Jones. And the rebound, and now on the go is Knox. Able to finish with that move and the right.
Might deserve it as much as anybody in the conference. His numbers are outstanding. But you can throw Barford, Macon. Grant Williams has struggled a little bit as of late.
Good feed inside and the foul as Kevin Knox will will head to the line tonight for Daryl Macon. And look at what they have combined for.
Well, Tesson, think about this with Macon. 8 out of the last 9 games, he's broken the 20-point barrier. He's well on his way to do it again tonight.
Just had 20 this past weekend against A&M. Knox puts it through, shooting 4 3-pointers for Macon. Knox, and we are tied up. Saboyan, the spin, Gabriel right there with him. Knox pushing now. And off the glass. And a 20. Here's Quade Green. Just rattles out. Nice tap out. It was Knox who did it. And now Knox who puts it down.
Alexander turn around and won't go. Tipped around, kept alive by Kalia Jones. Knox, can he get on the board? Yes! He played from at UMass, so a lot of great assistance on both these programs. Herbert Jones' shot was off the mark, and Kentucky has it with 12.5 to go. Knox from the free throw line, good. Back-to-back buckets. Second season playing for his dad after 1 year at Texas A&M. And that ties the game at 56. Here's Knox attacking off glass for 2. Knox has 9. Knox at baseline curl worked to perfection Wednesday, and he cleans it up. Knox now in double figures.
No, you're right. He's got his guys loose. No. They fire anytime, anywhere.
And it's pretty effective.
Well, it's working.
Here is Knox.
Coach, that's why coaches lose the ball right here, to get him into offense and make sure a good shot happens right now. And a good shot is Knox or Gilgeous Alexander going to the rim.
Here's Knox.
He's so smooth, Coach. And that'll do it for Vanderbilt. You can't leave the corner shooter opposite. Calipari going to get Gabriel back in here.
A stagnant possession for Kentucky.
Knox, boy, forcing it up, and he still drills it.
Coach, I happen to be comfortable in their offense in the half court. And the one everybody forgets, you close the possession with a defensive rebound, then you're a good defensive team.
Boy, the closeout by McLemore. Knox basically just floated it. Play first half. Auburn has only won 1 time in the last 20 meetings against Kentucky. Right now, 2 losses clear the rest of the field in the SEC. Kevin Knox
beat Kentucky.
Bryce Brown, his only power conference offer was Auburn. He had a high school knee injury. He was originally going to go to Charlotte, then Auburn came up at the 11th hour. Kevin Knox.
Man, weak side. You just got to settle down and get it to the front, get it to the lane a few times.
Bruce Pearl is beside himself because Malik Dunbar did not throw a bounce pass.
There's your get it inside.
Yep. Kevin Knox.
A lot of talent on the floor. Some of it young, some of it raw, some of it's been inconsistent this year. But you get some big-time players out here.
A ton of NBA guys here. A ton of guys. Look, and you know, when you think NBA, what do you think? You think Kentucky? No. A lot of guys look at Robert Williams, Tyler Davis.
That's Kevin Knox for 3.
Defense as you will ever see.
And what did John Calipari tell us today? You make offensive mistakes, okay. You make defensive mistakes, you're sitting next to me.
And 3 guys are getting ready to come in.
Knox on the perimeter. Goes to the basket with the foul.
Starts for 3. About 6 guys going for that rebound. Knocked to Green. Knox passed up the 3. So did Gilgeous Alexander. Extra pass.
You like the ball movement, but I think Coach Cal wants that. He wants Knox to. Brad is in the game. He doesn't play much. That's kind of a sign of how things are going. That three looked good out of the hands. Calipari gets a rebound. Knox runs the floor and finishes beautifully. Davis with the tip in.
And starts going wherever you want. You don't keep him in front. Guess what? Help has to come. Davis came down the lane because his man helped. Easy tip.
Did you notice that? Green grabbed it.
Yeah.
Grabbed it.
Yeah. That was an easy
handful of his jersey.
Yeah. He did. How about move your feet?
In football, that's a flag. Knox baseline jumper is good.
That's the chance to communicate.
Knox with the nice touch. Calipari was not happy.
Oh, relax on the coach. He didn't turn it over.
He wanted a 20-point win. Knox for three. Oops. Good. Whoops. Not over.
So that's where he steps up. He says he's literally been in his actual office 3 times.
When you equate what he did at Massachusetts, you bring him here where they got all the resources, no shock what he has done with this program. None whatsoever.
The ball in the hands of Gilgeous-Alexander on just about every possession for the Wildcats. Keeps the dribble alive, making good decisions. Shot fake, Knox. That was well done. For Tennessee with 4 fouls. Schofield tripped. 3-on-1. Count it.
That's what he's got.
Fine. Kick out. Washington, it rims out for 3. Knox is there, and he lays it in.
Stayed with it.
Nice. Big finish. Jeremiah Tillman.
How about Robertson's patience? The draw and 5. Oh, offensive foul.
Knox gets it to go and a foul.
Knox gets his own and then finishes. Guy right there, Peyton Willis. But that comeback you saw for Kentucky at West Virginia, that was their biggest second-half comeback in 14 years.
And right now they got to figure out a way to stop the dribble penetration. The defense is breaking down as the ball shifts side for side. Vanderbilt's able to get.
Here's Knox again as they double him. Throws it up and it goes in. He's not bashful, though, when it comes to that, is he?
Well, that was a good look and a step in 3.
Knox! Why not? Peyton Willis.
Respond. How about the execution? That's the same play they ran late in the second half to quiet this crowd down, and LaChance finishes it once again.
Knox to retake. And a foul!
Trapped by West Virginia, essentially in the coffin corner near half court, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander coughed it up. And that's the start West Virginia wanted to get off to.
And it's going to be 40 minutes of this. And again, how will these freshmen, as talented as they are, deal with Carter? Such a tremendous talent and defensive player, the reigning Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year, misses the jumper, knocks out ahead of the pack, and he's got all 5 for Kentucky.
Pass for Kentucky.
Lamont West post-in, can't finish, and down to the rebound, Gabriel, who's been a tremendous source of energy off the bench for the Cats. It starts the break, and Knox.
And he's one of those guys, Dan, I've talked about it before. He didn't break out on the offensive end with an offensive performance. He was a breakout player because of his defense.
Knox, wow, what a finish.
Born prematurely and was so small, he could fit in the palm of your hand.
It was his grandmother who gave him the nickname, said Beatles are small and strong, and she believed her grandson would be as well. And he's proven to be every bit of that. Another 3. Donate banks at home, getting it done at both ends.
He is having quite a game. And he is a game-changing player with his shot blocking, rebounding, and his ability to finish inside.
Just a sophomore, 6'8", 260. Gabriel off to Knox. And a good look at a 3 for Kevin.
But West Virginia just played so hard throughout the possession. 1-3-1 zone now. I think Bob Huggins may be just dusting this off to remind John Calipari about the 2010 Elite Eight in Syracuse.
Knox. Green on to Gabriel. Knox again. Boy, what a night he is having.
And with Issa Ahmad not playing well, Lamont West not shooting well, and all of a sudden it has been what a great outlet.
Diallo to Knox, and the lead for the Cats. Knox driving on Bender.
Smart move. We saw he had Matthew Bender.
Knox with a response.
Transferred to IMG. Same high school that produced Kentucky legend Rex Chapman. 8-1 run for Mississippi State.
Good isolation here for P.J. Washington if he wants to take it.
Washington over to Knox as he puts it down. Nice feed to E.J. Datcher. Green was denied that time by Datcher. Knox again. Crowd wanted to walk there. Holman wants a three. Unable to find it. By the way, you with a green screen is something to behold.
I think we're going to make that a weekly. No.
Knox.
Oh, how about that?
Unintended. His older brother Q. And now Peters on the drive. Tried to leave it for Datcher.
He's fumbling the ball, never had control of it.
Knox, elbow, money. Alexander.
Well, if Eli Wright, instead of just running back down the floor, just turned around, that was a long rebound he could have grabbed.
That's right. Would have been right there. Knox. How about it?
49% from beyond the arc coming into the game tonight.
He has been a huge difference for this Florida team, especially the last 5 or 6 games. Last 5 games, he's averaging 14.6 boards. And can really stretch the floor as a big guy.
Florida 40% as a team from beyond the arc, and better than that in conference play. Baseline long floater, soft touch there.
Floor like that, pulling these bigger and longer Kentucky big guys away from the basket. That's a significant difference in the other teams that Kentucky's been playing.
He now goes over 50% from three-point range on the season. They got a lot of good players, but he's their most important player. And if he is unable to go, it's going to be awfully tough for them to win this game. Whoa. Knox with a high. They don't have a lot of time to play with here. Knox for three. Banks it in.
All-American, the 5-star recruit, played AAU ball with De'Aaron Fox. And he could be a complete game changer for Kentucky down the stretch of this season. Knox looking to take here. Beautiful shot by P.J. Washington. There's some space for Knox. Well done. Do there. You know who you sound like right now? Who? A coach. These are the things and the complaints, but it's so true. His third as well. On the cut there, baseline, and now getting it across there. Saving it that time up ahead to Knox. Runner, that goes.
Tess, on the year, South Carolina is a 33% three-point shooting team. They have attempted at least 4 three-pointers here in the second half and really haven't gotten anything inside the arc that shows any level of aggressiveness.
And the second fewest points per game in the entire 12-point margin here.
Kevin Knox is running the point guard. And Coach Cal has been talking about positionless basketball all season long. It looks pretty good.
Will they be ready by March? Well, we're still trying to do what it takes to win now. We're learning lessons, but in the hot fire of the depth of this SEC play. Knox doesn't it.
Nice diagonal pass. Excellent play right there.
Back in it in the second half.
Saban Lee is going to be a very good player here. He's just touching the surface of how good he's going to be. He's got something you can't teach, Bob. His quickness, his explosiveness.
Knox on the run. Yes.
Wow. On the road, you got to beat him. Good steal right there.
Stepping in is Kevin Knox.
He was in. It was in. Boy took the right side. Match it up. Trying to guard. Mr. Gilgis Alexander. Nobody's been able to.
Knox instead hangs and hits. Plus the foul.
Took them out of any rhythm, initiating their offense, and ended up taking a long shot. Shot that from Memphis.
Sealing inside and score.
And as he drove, he just lobbed it up. Kentucky does that to other teams on drives. They just lob it up to the rim. And he just lobbed it up to Tyler Davis.
We mentioned high hopes for the Aggies coming into the season to pick third in the league. And got off to a great start as Knox knocks down for the Aggies.
Kentucky wants to leave themselves enough time to get a second shot opportunity.
Good look for Knox. Got it. Davis in his first 2 years only attempted 1 3. That's his 5th made 3 here in his junior season in 13 tries.
He's a stud. Great hands and a fabulous touch, especially around the basket. Look at him move his feet to get out and hedge that ball screen and then recover.
Knox with a drive. Nicely done by Kevin Knox. Soft serve. Here would run. 4-point lead for A&M. Shot clock down to 5. Hogue's in some trouble. Turns it over. Numbers for the Wildcats. Knox will finish.
Gotta watch out for a lob here.
Stolen away by Washington. What a play. Knox to give Kentucky the lead.
After all that, we're tied at 39. But Williams is on the bench. Knox knocks down the jumper.
And they can do it on the defensive end.
Second youngest head coach in Division I. Kentucky already beat the youngest, says David Padgett, in Louisville last week. Here's Knox for 3. 2-3 zone. Same matchup, other side. Gilgeous Alexander off the mark. Knox.
The Wildcats are getting, mid-range jump shots, some long jump shots, but really nothing.
This league is loaded with great guard play. I'm not sure that he's not the best. Washington got out of the triple, found Knox for 3. There's an answer.
The entire catalog, right? LSU 42-39, big steal for the Wildcats. There you go. That's momentum changer. There you go, right there.
That's a good squad of schools to get letters from.
I would think so.
When you open up that mail.
4 ties, 7 lead changes. Another lead change inside. Body. Knox passes over the top of the double. Green. Another offensive board. And Kentucky finally pays it off. 2 for 2.
You go under the screen, you give the shooter space.
That's what happened on that long 2 early in the first half by Jackson. It was ruled to have his foot on the line. Wildcats went under the screen. He made him pay.
The game is difficult right now for Kentucky.
Knox from way out. Maybe that would be the help side defender. And how about the play by Hammond stepping in front of the pass? Gabriel takes it back away. Unsettled on both sides. Knox lays it in.
Minor injury to his right leg. So now back to the floor with Kentucky comfortably in front by 21 points. Wildcats at 9-2. Their only 2 losses this season. Mid-November to Kansas and Chicago. And then the loss last week in New Orleans to UCLA.
Nice play here. The last time he faded, and what would he say? The one there was a fan said, I'm the best Louisville fan there is. Stop.
They will shoot the D. I think they got a piece for that.
Yeah. Give it up.
Knox and Green come down together, and the extra pass from Green to Knox. 16 times.
I'm so used to it. You worry about the defense at this end. They've been really special, UCLA.
Knox, 17-footer.
Love that play.
Traffic there with those long arms. Had it stolen away.
How about that run?
Nice follow by Knox here. We go back to the end of the last half. That was a 21-2 run. There's a three-pointer that goes. That'll help for Knox.
Not today and not here. Get it.
Now on the drive is Knox. Whoa.
Ball team. Already. Guards are good. Big people. Spalding. They have. Another big kid too.
Knox trying to tie it up here. Got it.
How about that?
That should have been confidence too, but I made 47% of it.
Number 2 in the nation in three-point percentage behind only Evansville.
Purple Aces.
Knox. Nicely done. That's a pro move right there.
Use that size.
There it is. Washington, and it rattles out. But it bounces back out to Diallo.
Pound it inside. Take advantage of your size. Pound it inside.
Knox for 3. It's Robinson. Boy, they moved the ball nicely.
They really utilize the post really well. I'm going to tell you this. I said during the game, before the game, basically early, there'll be no way they'll shoot 47% from 3. Give me a turnover, man. This club, if they can do it here against this team, is legit. If they're not top 25, then I've not been around basketball.
Well, if they win this one, they'll be top 25. They're receiving a lot of votes. I think they're 3 spots out, so if you will, 28 coming into this game. And if they win this one, they'll be ranked next week. Knox for 3. Got it. Ball schedule. Clark's open.
They find a way to get open when they move the basketball.
Knox, strong drive and a finish.
He's becoming a star here today. Better and better as the season progresses. They start playing high caliber competition, and people are going to get better and better.
Knox, 15-footer is good. What a pass he's had.
I love Villanova. Villanova's too good.
1 of 2 in a 3-point game.
Well, Green now is going to take control, can manage the clock, and he's going to get good shots here. He want good shots with each possession. There it is. That's
all alone underneath Washington and Knox.
Are they the prohibitive favorite?
I think they have all the pieces to be exactly that. You have great guard play. They have good bigs on the interior. Marvin Bagley, I don't know if there's a big in America playing as well as he is. I mean, he is absolutely so good. And I think this team, I don't think they're as good as they're going to be, because defensively, you can still take them off the dribble. They are exposed at times on the offensive glass, but make no mistake about it.
Going. It'll be Lewis jumping up, and Kentucky wins the tip as Richards knocks it back. Green controls, and here comes Kentucky.
Kentucky is a talented group of freshmen, but this team is extraordinarily young. Youngest team John Calipari has ever had.
Knox flips it up, and the rest of those guys. Baker launches.
Harvard has a bunch of good shooters, but the Crimson have not shot the ball well on this early season. There's a good 3. He's anything in the corners.
Knox off the mark, loose ball, and it ends up back with Kevin Knox. And
there's too much dribbling without going anywhere.
Gilgeous-Alexander flips it up. Offensive rebound. He comes away with it. And now Knox a triple. Got it.
And a good to Juricic. You know, Harvard has not made a lot of buckets, but most of them been threes.
Around the floor, brought to you by Dr. Scholl's.
That must be 5 threes they've made, right?
Indeed. Aiken here. And that jumper rolls out. Knocks the board. And now Gilgeous-Alexander. Kentucky leading by 7.
Justin Bassey, the best defender on this Harvard team, on Knox. Gave up an easy drive.
And Knox. And Quade Green does it himself.
From the screen, Kentucky has been working on their counteraction to that. Just textbook by Green with the lob to Richards.
Early assist for Quade Green, Philly point guard. Great tradition from Philadelphia, great tradition for point guards here. Ty Odiasi, who makes his living on the defensive end with his first two in his 99th career game for UIC tonight. On the curl, Knox, nice touch off the glass.
Great length everywhere, that even on the perimeter, you give up an open three, so to speak, they put one hand up, and all of a sudden it's a contested shot.
Something you're seeing all around college basketball. Even Duke and Mike Krzyzewski have gone to a 2-3 zone, something you don't see very often. There's another easy two-up.
You just can't hear the coach, you can't hear your teammates, and you can't even hear yourself. So you better be able to execute the game plan even when you're on mute, so to speak, with these Rupp Arena fans.
All things being equal, I think Steve McLean's got to be happy being down just
standing around and losing that momentum and energy that you're playing with, that I think is the biggest threat to Kentucky playing zone, is what it does to their tempo of the game.
Odiasi has 9. It's a 15-point Kentucky lead. Knox back in the game, and immediately
as you head into conference play in the SEC.
Moments ago you saw Cal speaking with P.J. Washington, who was whistled for his third foul. There's a lot of teaching going on in game, especially when check that. It's going to be Kentucky ball out of bounds. No free throws for Knox. Coming up on 10 minutes gone by in the first half. It's a 25-point UK lead. The floater.
It's a unique thing, is you mentioned the key word there being balance. And they have to learn to accept that each night isn't going to be their night. And one night it's going to be Richards. And as he takes attention away from the defense, Knox steps up. And I'm sure next game, the focus will be on Knox, and other guys will get their career tight.
From the elbow. Pretty touch. 3-on-1. The lob and the finish by Knox.
To go his second of the night.
6 points for Kason Harrell. And Fort Wayne back within one. Quick answer there for Kentucky. This is a Fort Wayne team that loves to shoot the three. They're within one of Kentucky with 14:55 to play half number one.
And they're making shots because they have confidence. They've gotten confidence.
Fort Wayne. Knox all the way to the rim. He spins out for Bryson Scott. Kevin Knox got a three.
Really a good athlete, a kid that had 14-6 last year against Duke in that first round loss.
And there's a two. And it's rebounded by Nick Richards. Wide open, Diallo. Another offensive board. And a putback. Credit Kevin Knox. He's making passes on the three to get inside. Sean Hopkins off the mark. Live finish.
In this game, but you see how consistent he's been in his career. Carves out space, can knock down 15-footers, will make a three every once in a while.
He was all-conference last year, first all-conference performer for Troy in 7 years. Knox puts it on the floor. There's an aggressive move.
That is a grown man's drive right there. He's done a good job of making him make guarded shots. Kentucky just, they can't put Troy away. It's flip-flop Troy now in the second half. 18 paint points. Kentucky only has 6.
Kevin Knox.
His ability to take away a pass.
Second half, Kentucky has missed 3 shots, but they've turned it over 8 times.
This is Kentucky's version of their motion offense. Side to side, hard back cuts and dribble handoffs.
Back on top.
This is where Kentucky looks a little confused when they get into the half-court set.
Knox banks in the three-point. Payne misses. Knox the rebound. And again, the Cats out running. Knox, nice touch.
That's allowing them to get out in the break and give themselves some more easy opportunities in the half-court set.
Instructions from Cal on the sidelines as the Cats set up their half-court offense. Knox.
Understand that he's 6'9", so they need him coming in and mix it up a little bit.
You know, and you heard Knox tell us that he was the high school quarterback until he got to be too big. Now, I know you should have been your high school quarterback, but they gave the job to some guy named Donovan McNabb, and I don't know why they did that. I still think it can change who the go-to guy is. Well, tonight it's Quade Green after Knox gave him 20 against Kansas. Alley-oop, tumble to the floor. That season on the road at Northern Kentucky, then down to Savannah State, and now up here to Lexington. Knox hits the three-pointer, his third.
Come on, you kidding me? I could knock that three down, Danny.
You are strictly 15 feet away at this point, my friend.
10 feet now. Man-to-man defense. If you're going to see these clubs rotate to the zone.
Kevin Knox, the highest rated.
Sometimes making that adjustment.
Another turnover. Couple of sloppy passes by the Jayhawks. Knox for three.
Got it. So they got to get him the ball. He's got great score. Seniors, veteran players, just like Allen in the first game, making big plays over the young stars.
Graham's got a chance to have a huge season for Kansas. Knox, you said you wanted him to look for a shot a little bit more.
20 to 9, 13 offensive rebounds. He's not blocking out. He's got to improve on the free throw line.
Knox from the elbow gets it to go, and it's tied.
Nice little lead. What is a good shot? The definition of a good shot.
Is this one a good shot? Graham with a deep one. Comes up empty, and then almost picked it off. Washington, nice feed to Knox.
Great. Explosive. He just has to learn to play under control and utilize his speed in a positive way.
Very limited bench for Kansas with Preston out again. Lightfoot's only played 4 minutes, so basically they've been using 6 guys as not.
See, I wouldn't let him score down there. Foul him. Put him on the line. Put him on the line. Hack a shot.
Kentucky's got 4 guys with 3 fouls, but under 6 minutes to go. They can afford to foul him a little bit. The Allen baseline. Good D there by Newman.
Get it to Knox. He's got to go down left a little more.
Gilgeous Alexander, nowhere to go. Knox, 17-footer, yes.
Go to Knox. He's got to work a little more shooting, but he's an outstanding talent out of IMG. Michigan State's going to be very good. They're going to have a big time here.
Looking inside, Knox gets it to go.
Nice play.
And how good the SEC is going to be this year. He has no other choice.
DJ Washington. Kevin Knox with the pull-up.
If you're from
back tap nicely for UVM to extend the possession. Got another good look, but that'll be it. Here comes Kevin Knox. Head up, finds Diallo, gets it back, lays it up, and in.
That is big. Cannot let them shoot threes in this game now with 3:25 to go.
Urquhart won off his career high with those 13 points.
Will be a sprint out ball screen for Quade Green to read and make a play.
He goes to the corner for Knox.
He answers with the three. Exhibition games, everything was kind of going their way. Things aren't working for them right now. So you've got to start relying on being unselfish and making that extra pass.
Knox knocks down another three.
Valley, you want to try to find a piece of the paint.
Here's Toulson. Can't answer with the three, and Renyon Gabriel comes away with it. Knox with an exclamation point.
In the beginning pages of the first half, excuse me. Easy for me to say, Rich. It's opening night for me, too.
You're in mid-season form, partner. There's Knox.